Hey babies, I got a testimony. I had been set to pour a lot of money into my car. I was going to winterize it, and I needed to get new tires. I've been watching the treads wear, and something's rattling in my suspension, and so I had it slated actually to get my suspension looked at last Thursday. And so it's a running around to do on Wednesday, and ended up overheating at the hardware store right across the street from Gabe's garage where I was going to get it worked on. So I just kind of basically hobbled it in there, and they looked it over a little bit, and they said, what are you doing here so early? You're not supposed to be here till tomorrow. And I was like, well, it's overheating. And so they filled me full of some coolant, and I was on my way, and I had to run up to the next town because there's a farmer's market over there, and I wanted to pick up some food. And I had just passed this tow facility called Belts Towing, which is in the town where the farmer's market is. And then my car started overheating again, so I pulled over, and I wasn't stranded for more than 45 minutes. Pretty efficient stuff. So I got it towed down to where they were going to look at it. They switched off my my concerns from suspension. They were going to look at my suspension, and they said we better look at the engine instead. So they did. And there's water in my oil. I had coolant going in my oil. I had a cracked block. Isn't that crazy? So I got to tell you that I felt stayed of heart. You know what stayed of heart means? The Lord just kind of stupefies you, and you're caught up into a different realm where you're just like above, watching all this stuff go on below you. And in the meantime, I've got Mom at home, and she's adjusting to some new meds, and I've got nurses coming in and out, and that has been a challenge that I've been rolling with also. And so I was getting it like from multiple sides here. I believe they call that a clusterfuck. But I think I've developed an immunity to clusterfucks, especially since we were held aloft by the Holy Ghost when He stays our heart the way He does, so gently. Bless God. Anyway, I immediately got on. I had lots of leads, lots of people coming out of the woodwork with suggestions and leads, and go here, and here's a link, check this out. And I found a car in Greenville, which I happen to be in Greenville a lot anyway. And it's a 2010 Ford Taurus Burgundy in color. It's my car's twin. And anyway, my car is still sitting at home. Finally got it towed home, and it's just sitting there waiting for me to figure out what to do with it. But in the meantime, I'm transitioning into from one 2010 Burgundy Ford Taurus to another 2010 Burgundy Ford Taurus. So welcome to the new ride, babies. Can't really tell, can you? But just please take note of these just little spiritual nuances from Holy Ghost. That I was spared from pouring tons of money for suspension and tires into my first Ford Taurus, and then the breakdowns happened like in the perfect spot, right across the street from my garage. And so whatever, and then the second breakdown right next to the tow facility. So whatever damage may have been done because of the overheating or whatever happened internally in my car, I'm thinking I really was able to nip in the bud any further damage. The thing could have seized up, and it didn't. So God is watching over us, babies. He gives His angels charge over us to keep us in all our ways so that our foot will not stumble. 1,000 will fall at our side and 10,000 at our right hand. I'm just feeling loved. I'm feeling real loved. So I had to share my vehicle transition testimony with y'all. Love ya.